Hey guys, what's up? If you're new around here, my name is Hannah Martin and this is my leotard collection. So as many of you know, I am currently coming back from a bit of an injury, and last time I had this same surgery on the left foot, I did a leotard collection. So I thought, why not? I've been a professional dancer now for almost 4 years, and this is the collection that has come about after many years of working with brands. I've been gifted many of these leotards, so I'm very grateful for that, but also kind of got into purchasing some of my favourite designers, which I will talk about in a bit. Not a try on haul today because I'm trying to get weight off my little footsie. It's come in. She's a bit slow. We've fallen into a little bit of a hiccup this week with recovery, hence why I'm here at home and not in the gym constantly like you've been seeing on my vlogs. So I thought this would be the perfect time to do a little bit of a leotard haul. My collection has grown since last time. We've also lost a few pieces because I am selling some on Depop. So if you guys want to check them out on Depop, I would recommend. The link will be in the description. Let's get to the video. So the first one I did show in the last video, it is from Moda Dancewear. It's a beautiful electric blue halter neck. I absolutely love this. Makes me feel very sporty. So when I'm in a sporty mood, I wear this one. This one here is my Nella leotard from the Freed of London collection. So Marinella Nunes, hopefully I'm saying that correctly. She released her own set of leotards with the Freed of London, and obviously I'm such a huge fan and I love this design. That unfortunately the colours faded a bit, and I need to sort through all my leotards because they're all getting crushed in my drawer and getting creased. So that is what I'm going to do after this video. I love the mesh sleeves and it's super stretchy. I did buy this one in store after my Swan Lake tour. It's got this lovely like kind of, I call it like swimsuit back, you know what I'm talking about, like the open swimsuit back. Makes me feel quite elegant. Unfortunately the sleeves have slightly worn on this. I haven't worn it that many times, so I don't know quite why that's happened. Maybe the fabric. Love this leotard. Another one from Moda Dancewear. I literally wore this just the other day. I hadn't worn it in a while. It comes with a matching skirt as well. A beautiful grey, has like some nice like bluey flowers. I really like this one, and it's got the velvet as well. I remember seeing it on their website and being like, oh, that is beautiful. So I love the kind of the neckline. The only thing I would wish is that maybe you have a slightly longer sleeves, but that's just my personal preference because I like to kind of have something over the shoulders. But beautiful leotard. This one is a really old one. It's from Basilica, which I don't know if they still sell leotards anymore, but they were so kind to me and one of the first brands I ever worked with. And this one again is quite a sporty one. Very nice little purpley colour. 2 stripes along the front and then the nice kind of closed back there. But it's very pretty. I don't really wear leotards like this so much unless we're doing like athletic ballets, so we'll see if one comes along soon. This one is another Moda Dancewear one. Okay, there's a funny story to come with this leotard. So my first year in the company, I got this leotard. I absolutely loved bright colours. When I first joined the company, I was wearing the leopard skin prints, I was going the bright pinks, the bright blues, you name it. And over time, my taste in colours has been a little more, I don't want to say sedated, but I go for more like the beiges, the soft pinks, all of that sort of thing. But when I first joined the company, I was like, I want to be loud, I want to be proud. And this was the leotard that I decided to wear on my first stage rehearsal in Romeo and Juliet. And after the stage rehearsal, I had loads of people coming up to me and telling me all these corrections. I'm like, why has no one said this in the studio? We've literally been rehearsing for 4 weeks and no one said any of these things. And then I realised I was wearing the brightest coloured leotard you could ever see. Of course I'm going to like stand out like a sore thumb on stage, especially if I'm doing something a little bit wrong. So I was very appreciative of my colleagues for letting me know the things that were wrong. But it did teach me, if I'm feeling not 100% confident, I probably should not wear this in a stage call. So I did learn the hard way. But it is a beautiful print. And I definitely want to wear this again sometime soon because it's really pretty. But I do need to feel in the mood to wear it. The next one is a Grishko one. Unfortunately, the colour has faded because I have worn this ever so much. It was definitely a favourite. This was like a lockdown leotard. Do any of you guys have a lockdown leotard? This was from Just Ballet. Again, I will link them in the description. They've been such amazing supporters of me since day one, so I really appreciate them. I've worn tutus from them, and also they've supplied me with some beautiful leotards. This one was definitely a favourite. Unfortunately, as I say, the colour has faded a bit, but it's still a wonderful leotard. Oh wow, this is going to take a while. The next leotard is from Cloud and Victory. I think this is my only leotard from Cloud and Victory. As I washed this with some other leotards, the colour slightly faded. It was so lovely and white when I first got it, and I love white leotards. The only problem is they do fade pretty quick. I actually wore this so much when I first got it. It was in my first year in the company, and lovely Min got in contact and was like, I'd love to send you a leotard, and I was like, oh my goodness, yes please. I absolutely loved the kind of marbly effect. It was very elegant, and I loved the mesh sleeves. As you'll tell, years that go on, I have loved mesh sleeves more and more, and just any type of thing, sleeves, anything to make my arms feel long and elegant. I might wear this again sometime soon actually. This one, now this is a weird case because at work basically we have this thing called the pile. And the pile is a place where we put all the things that maybe don't fit us anymore or we don't want it anymore, and a lot of people put their leotards there. And I picked this up from the pile thinking it was a Delalo. I'm actually not sure what brand it is. I love Delalo, by the way. You'll soon discover that when I show you them. It's actually Mia Dancewear, so I thought it was Delalo. But someone cut the sleeves, like literally cut the sleeves, which is really a shame because, as we know and have established, I love sleeves. But I did like the lace and the colour, so I thought I might wear it, but I haven't yet explored the option. But maybe I will. The next one we have here is from Sonnet Dance. I had a few sent from Sonnet Dance, which I absolutely love. This was no exception. I absolutely loved the zip up kind of design of this and the kind of lacy material. It was definitely really nice. The only thing I would say, for me, I think it felt a tad on the small side. So that's probably why I haven't worn it as much. And I think the sleeves dug in a tiny bit. So anything that feels slightly uncomfortable, I tend to not wear much because our days are so long, and if you're uncomfortable in your leotard, it just makes them really like the day a little bit difficult to get through, if you know what I mean. This has been a well loved leotard. It seems like all of my things are inside out. I don't know why. I'm really sorry, and maybe that's just how they come out in the wash. I need to fold my clothes better. I will after this, that's the plan. So this is a well loved leotard, halter neck. Very nice, from Basilica again. Loved the colour. When I first got this, I was like, yes, this is everything. Only slight story with this leotard is that I think this got a little bit loose, and I will never wear it for pas de deux again. Because once I was demonstrating a lift with someone from the company and everyone was watching, I did not feel super modest in that moment. Let's just say that. One from Just Ballet again, from the Ballet Rosa brand, and I really love this one. This is when I was a student. I got given this beautiful leotard, and it's like a lovely colour. The little flowery notes in it are really sweet, and I also love the kind of V back. It's very low. Nice colour, something again that's a little bit more understated. Don't wear it much because it doesn't have arms. I like long sleeved at the moment. Still have literally like a mountain of leotards. So I'm going to try and skim through these ones a little bit more because otherwise we're never going to get to the end of this huge pile. This video is going to be an hour otherwise. This is another one from Basilica. They sent me their kind of wintry collection that year and I absolutely love it. Again, a nice kind of closed back, open back, side bits which are quite flattering as well. This was my audition tape leotard. If you know, you know. It is a Degas, I believe. Yeah, a Degas leotard. And I don't know if I'll be wearing it again because of the thoughts and feelings behind it. Why I went for red is because I wanted to try and stand out. Now in hindsight, I definitely would have gone for a softer colour, but you live and learn. What is this one? Oh, Claudia Dean. This is one of my only Claudia Dean leotards. I think it is my only Claudia Dean leotard. Again, something from Just Ballet. I absolutely love this leotard. I wore this so much in my first year. Again, the bright pinks and kind of the low back. I love the little kind of waistline effect that this gave, and I should definitely give this another crack. This one was a special leotard for me. I got this in my graduate year at Elmhurst Ballet School. You know those leotards that instantly make you feel pretty? This was definitely one of them. It's a Grishko, and I remember my mum was searching for it everywhere. I think she finally found it on eBay, but they discontinued this style. My mum searched it out for me and got me it secondhand. I think slightly the elastic may be going on it, so sometimes it feels like we're a little bit too close for comfort. So I've not worn it a lot recently. This one is another Pilot Work Special. Work Pile Special. There we go, that sounds better. It's quite low at the front. The reason behind why I have this is because one day I was at work and I was wearing a bright coloured leotard and we were about to go into rehearsal, and I was like, do you ever have those days where you put on a leotard and then later in the day you're like, I'm just not feeling this vibe right now? So I saw this in a pile and thought, I want to wear a black leotard with a black skirt with black leggings. That is what I did, and it worked. This is, I think, a jewel dancewear. No, Ainsley dancewear. Sorry, I stand corrected. It's got this flowery print on it. I have this strap here, this grey strap, and it's flattering but it's very tight, so sometimes I occasionally feel like I can't breathe. That is slightly an issue, so if I'm having a shorter day I'll wear this, but if I'm having a long day, again, it's just my ribs feel like they're slightly compressed. Oh, some Delalos now. This is one of my favourite Delalos. This was for their Christmas campaign. Oh, it comes leaf. There we go. This design, I think it was limited edition, but like it's like your chance to feel really beautiful and pretty and special. And this definitely gave me that. And we have the leopard skin era, everyone. These are, I think, Grishko's. They were going off for like, I think they were like 20 or 30% off when I went shopping at Dance Here in London with Reagan in my first year. And this was the kind of style that we used to go for. Very bright, very bold. I think my style has changed, to be honest. I still love it. There will be a time when I will wear it again. This leotard is from, I think, Prima Dancewear. Again, it's faded slightly. I love my whites, but it has faded a little bit. I stained it a couple of times, but Mum did get the stains out. The only thing is the back little nodules are quite tricky to do up myself. I'm there like for 5 minutes trying to do it up, which is not great when you're like quick toilet run back to rehearsal type thing. Ombre leotard. This is great for like little performances or stuff. You wear this with a black or white skirt, and a lot of people have ombre leotards as well in these kind of colours, so you can kind of mix and match with them if you've got like a little performance gig on the side. Another Basilica one. You can tell these mesh sleeves, mesh long sleeves, are a real vibe for me. I haven't worn this in ages actually, because I wear mostly not lighter colours now rather than darker colours, but this is really pretty, so maybe I'll pop this back on at some point. I think it's quite, I don't want to say claustrophobic, because of the zip up at the back and it's right up to the top of your neck. There's not like an open back, especially if the studios are quite hot. Especially right now, I know it's cold outside, but we have the heaters on quite high in BRB just to keep us warm in like long rehearsal days. This is another Basilica one. This was just a nice plain back leotard. I used to love this neckline, like a bit of meshing on the arms, which I loved. When I first got this is my favourite leotard for a long time. Nice low back, as we've established. I like a good low back. This is one of my most recent ones, hence why it's inside out. So this is from Sonnet Dance. I absolutely love their leotards, and they recently sent me this one over Christmas. I actually have this same leotard, I think, in like light purple. As I said, I quite like, you know, shades of beige and stuff, so this was a really nice addition to my leotard collection. Another Basilica leotard in the same sort of style as one earlier. Long sleeved, and this one has lace, lovely little bit of lace. I feel like this is a bit big for me now, to be honest with you. One of them, the lace went a little bit, and then I wanted to wear it for some of the behind the scenes of the Greatest Dancer TV show that I was on, and so I asked Basilica if they would potentially send me another one without the ripped lace, and they did, so I was very appreciative to them for that. More recent to the collection, I bought this last year, was this Yumiko. I bought this on Depop. We love Yumikos in our company, and I saw this one and I was like, I love the colour, I love the cut, this style and design. I have a few of in this style and design, and I know how hard it is to get hold of Yumikos in the UK and how expensive it is, and this one was just a definite yes for me. It's actually a leotard that my good friend Ali left when she left the company. She left some of the leotards to me and Reagan. It's got this kind of beautiful design. It's quite big, but that's quite nice when you have one of those days you just want to feel super comfy. The kind of long sleeves mesh, we've established the mesh is a yes. This is one of the Delalo leotards I actually bought at the Delalo Milano store in Japan. Milan? Oh my goodness. I'm going to Japan hopefully later this year with my company, so that's, Japan is on the brain because we have also been talking about Yumikos. But I bought this in Milan. If you guys want to watch that video where I actually go and buy the leotard in the store, in the boutique, then I will link that down below, because I actually went to the store and I had a personal stylist go with me and help me pick out leotards. This was my favourite one. I don't want to even say how much it was, but I tell you it's worth every penny because I love this leotard. I also bought the matching skirt with it, which I also absolutely love. Let's go for another Delalo in the same sort of string to that bows. I have also established that this kind of long neck cut and long sleeve is what I love. This was like absolutely perfect for me in the Delalo design. One of the leotards that I whack out literally every week. It is one that's like a staple. It's like I just know I feel comfortable in it. It's super stretchy. It's super beautiful. I feel like that's a really great attribute of a leotard, is it's supposed to enhance the way that you feel in it. And I think leotards really can change the way that you feel your dancing looks occasionally. I really do love my Delalos because they do give me that feeling of being really elegant. And another Delalo, this one, it was in Tunbridge Wells. You can actually watch that vlog. I did a vlog of it in the summer. My brothers were doing a summer school there, and I walked down the road and I saw a dance boutique, and of course I had to go in and check it out. I found Delalo Milanos in the UK in this store. If you know Delalo Milano, it's so difficult to get hold of here in the UK, but I found this in store and it is, oh wow, it smells really nice. Wow, I put too much washing powder in. So you know when you breathe something in and it's really strong and it burns your throat? I digress. I found this in that store and I was just like, that is so pretty. And because they're so hard to get hold of, I treated myself this summer. Along the same thread of this was my first ever Delalo Milano. My mum got this for me for my birthday, 2021, I want to say. Yeah, my first really expensive leotard. Funny enough, she customized it, got it, it was too small. So she sent it back and they had to send another one. So it was a bit of a kerfuffle to get it. And I have loved this and worn this leotard so many times throughout my career. Oh, we still have a few to go. Oh, Sonnet Dance. Talking of Sonnet Dance, there is the purple leotard I was talking about. So it's in the same style and design as the other one, but just in a lighter shade of purple. Oh, this is the one that I bought in Germany. So if you guys watched my Hamburg vlog where we did Black Sabbath in Hamburg, I went to one of the biggest leotard or dance stores in the whole of Europe, and I picked up this leotard from Dances, I think it is. No, Intermezzo. This one's Intermezzo. Kind of gave me such like peacock vibes, especially the back is really pretty. Reasonably like plain for like a leotard. Some of these designs are much more flashy, but on a day where I just want to feel sophisticated, grounded, not attract too much attention, but just feel really elegant. Back to the Delalos. This was another one that I bought in the store of Milan. Love it. It's a beautiful colour. And it's a red, a little bit like the other reds that I've shown you, but this one is just slightly darker, so it feels a little bit more mature than the ones I used to wear when I was younger. It's just a really flattering, I find the Delalos really flattering, and they're flattering on everyone. They look beautiful. I'm not biased. You can tell it's Delalo because they'll always have this little flower somewhere. This one I got as part of a photo shoot I did with Lisa Kay Photography, and this is from Prima Dancewear, another nice red leotard. Again, a slightly darker shade of rouge, which I quite like. Another Ali leotard. When she left the company, she left this one, and I absolutely love it, especially when we're doing contemporary pieces. It really like kind of extends your line because of the kind of colour of this. It kind of goes with the tights. The colour is really like quite vibrant, but again, not too in your face, if you know what I mean. Talk about in your face. Seoul Dancewear sent me this. It's part of their like 80s leotard vibe, and it has the most open back you will ever see in your life. I don't even know if that gives it justice. Yeah, I wore this for a general class once and I was a little nervous that, yeah, I wasn't sure if it was covering everything all the time. So I haven't worn it much, but it is a really nice leotard. I would have to pick my moments when I wear it and maybe wear something underneath. This one, we have another Ballet Rosa leotard. It is from Just Ballet UK and it's beautiful. The only thing with this is I'm not sure if the kind of cut at the top really like flatters me as a dancer. So I haven't worn it a lot myself just because I don't find it flattering on me, but I've seen on other dancers and they look beautiful in it. And it's got this flowery pattern. I actually really like the colour. Maybe I'll give this another go. This is one from the Celine Gittins collection at Fried's. When I got the Marinella one, I also got this one because I just thought it was really pretty and beautiful. It's a little bit darker than some of my other leotards, so I don't always wear a lot of dark coloured leotards, but it has kind of a nice cut on the bottom. I don't know if you can see it. High-legged feel, which I really appreciate in a leotard. This leotard was actually made by a lovely member of our company called Lindsay, and she makes leotards from scratch, and I got to design it. I got to pick the colours, and it was one of my absolute favourites for so long, and I absolutely love it. A little bit careful that this doesn't get too stretchy. We did go through a few versions because the first time I put it on, I loved it, but yeah, we needed to pull it up a little bit. I saw her make a leotard in this colour for someone else, and I was like, oh my goodness, this material, I need to try it. A Christmas special for you all is this Christmassy leotard from Basilica. It literally has reindeers on it, which is really cute, and it has white lace and a low back, so what more could a girl ask for? Another one from Basilica in the same sort of style, but different colour. I'm sorry, I've got it wet somehow, I don't know how I managed that. It's the same style in the kind of pale green that halter neck from earlier had. I'm not sure how this neckline looks on me, so I don't wear them often, but I should give them another crack. Sometimes you have to give leotards a few goes before you're like, oh yeah, I feel good in this. This one was an eBay purchase from my mum, and I still wear it today. I literally wore it the other day. I love it. There's just a super flattering kind of neckline on me, I think. The only problem with this is that the button up on this is really annoying, so it takes a while to button up, but I love the kind of cut and design of this leotard. The button bit is like difficult to get round, so sometimes I'm spending like, I'm like trying to get between bar and centre and go to loo and then get back, and it's like, you know, doing like the tondus while I'm trying to do myself back up. Another Moda Dancewear one, really, really pretty. And I need to wear this more. That's what I've concluded, I need to wear this one more. The material is nice and stretchy as well, which makes a real difference in long rehearsal days. My Yumiko, I recently sold a Yumiko, and actually funny enough, this Yumiko is also up for sale on my Depop. Reason being, it's beautiful, it's lovely, it's just a tad small for me. I would say it's probably an extra small, even though it says it's small. It's quite tiny. I love the colour, and I don't often wear many strappy leotards either, so maybe that's also another reason why I haven't worn this a lot. But another one from Basilica, and I haven't worn this one in years. Maybe I should try and wear this again. But this is like a nice kind of flowery print. Good little lace at the back. Summer, spring vibes. One from Basilica, an oldie and a goldie. If you guys watched my last intro, like from my old vlogs and stuff, you would have definitely seen this leotard. I wore it for many, many photo shoots back in the day. It's very bright. Very, very bright. I won't be wearing this one for any first stage calls in a while, I don't think. One day I will find a purpose to wear this again, I'm pretty sure. So this one is really beautiful. I just need to find the appropriate, again, with a lot of these, it's just finding the appropriate time to wear it, because I don't like wearing a leotard that distracts from my line too much. So if there's too much going on at the front, I'm a bit like, but it's so beautiful. It's a Degas painting that's put on a leotard, and I think that's really, really cool and unique. Quite flattering as well, which I like. A bit different, something nice to have in my collection. The Dance Says zip up leotard. I think this is my first zip up leotard I've ever had. I'm not a huge fan of the green colour at the back, so maybe this is why I'm not wearing this one so much at the moment. But I also have a lot of other options. One of my favourites, I bought it on Instagram, someone was selling it, a friend of mine was selling it, and so I bought it off of her. And it's a Yumiko, this beautiful pale green colour, and I love this. It just makes me, again, feel very elegant. I love the white trim on it, and the back neckline really suits me, so I like this, and I have this also in like a navy blue, which you'll see in a little bit if I can locate it. This one was another work pile edition. The story behind this one, we were rehearsing Sleeping Beauty last year, and it was so hot in the studios because it was so freezing outside, so they put the heating right up, and then like I was just boiling. I found this on a pile because I was wearing a long sleeve leotard at the time, and I was like, I'm going to overheat. I grabbed this off the pile, I put it on, and I wore this for rehearsal. It's from Ballet. I feel like someone's added a little strap here potentially because it was too small, but that really worked for me. I just felt like so much better because I could just breathe again. This is a plain black leotard. It doesn't get much more exciting than this, folks. This is from Dance Says, I believe. I was at Central Ballet School for a short period of time. My 2 weeks that I spent there, I wore this leotard. This one gives me Christmas vibes. I used to wear this at Elmhurst, and everyone said it looked like Christmas. My mum, I think, was another one of her eBay purchases. Used to buy job lots for like a tenner. I didn't have a whole lot of money, and actually could get loads of really good leotards on eBay really cheap, so why spend hundreds of pounds? I still ask myself this question now when I spend hundreds of pounds on leotards. But anyhow, it has a quite nice open back as well. I'm not a fan of this green, so I don't wear it that much. I might actually sell this one, we'll see. If you guys are interested, let me know. Right, this was another eBay purchase, I believe. My mum got this for me when I was coming to the end of my graduate year. It looks like a baby ballet type leotard, but I loved it. I don't know what it was about it, but it was super flattering. I love this type of colour, and she got it for me. And it's so stretchy, and it's so comfortable, and it's a bit creased right now. It's my fault for not folding it properly, but it has good memories for me. Because this is, when I started wearing this, it was like the moment I started to feel like a classical dancer. Not because of the leotard, but because of what I was doing in the training. Okay, you can't really see it properly while I hold it up because it is a lot of strings. That's why I don't wear it a whole lot, but it is really, really pretty. This is from Simply Stella when I did a shoot with them. Put the halter neck on here. And it has this really wide open back and you do it up with the strings. And I did wear this once in the company and everyone was like, why have you never worn that before? It's purely because it's so complicated to kind of tie around, and if it does come a bit loose, I feel a little bit self-conscious. And when I'm in ballet class, I don't want to be thinking, is my leotard going to come undone? I want to be thinking, I need to turn out. What are my feet doing? Let's pull up. Where's my leg? How do I coordinate the step? So that's why this one has become a little redundant recently. This is another work pile that I picked up. I really liked it, wore it a couple of times, but I'm not 100% sure how it looks on my neckline. So yeah, if you guys want to check it out, it is on my Depop if you want to grab this leotard for yourself. Another Grishko that I have is this bright blue one. I love the colour. I personally don't like the neckline on me, but I think it would look pretty nice on someone else, hence why I'm selling it on Depop to give it a second home. But it is a really, really pretty leotard. Another work pile leotard was this one. It's a little worse for wear around the sides, but I just love it. It's definitely my style. Like, it kind of gives me the Delalo vibes. I'm actually not sure where it's from, but it's really pretty. And it's very elegant and it's quite a muted colour, which I appreciate. One of my favourite leotards, and I'm known for this leotard because sometimes when people see me in it, they're like, sometimes I had to take a second glance just to check, yeah? I don't like giving off those vibes, but I do find this leotard really comfortable. And again, it kind of extends my lines because of the colour. And again, this was another Instagram purchase from a friend of mine. Same one that I bought the Yumiko, the green Yumiko off of. And I have never regretted buying it. It's been one of my favourites in my collection for a long time. I spoke about this in my last leotard collection, and it is my mum's old leotards that she wore when she was a rhythm gymnast and dancer. I always keep it in my collection because it is very special to me. I've worn it a few times. Unfortunately, the elastic at the bottom has gone a little bit, so I always have to wear it with some shorts or something. It's actually really flattering and really pretty. Just pass it down from her generation to mine, and I hope to one day pass it down to the next generation. If I have kids, I will never force them to dance if they don't want to, but if they do, they can wear that leotard. This one is from Elo Gear. I worked with Elo Gear for a long while back in the day, in the photo shoots days, and this leotard was certainly a staple in my first year at the company. Especially, again, when there was a really big heat wave in Britain and the studios were so hot, because we don't do extremes here in Britain. We don't do extremely cold very well, and we don't do extremely hot very well. We like the in-between, the rainy, little bit windy, kind of sticking around the 15 degrees Celsius mark. That's what we like. So when it was really hot and there was no air conditioning, this is what I wore and I thrived. Another Depop leotard. I'm selling this one. It is so fun and I would love to wear this, but it's just so not, like, I wouldn't wear it, and that's really sad, but it is really pretty and it kind of gives me, I don't know if it is chameleon. It looks a bit like chameleon. Oh, it does. Wait, hang on. Barretto. I said that last time that I didn't know what brand it was, and I looked at the tag, exactly the same. If you guys want this leotard, go to my Depop. Okay, this is my black zip up Yumiko I was talking about last time. I got this on a website called A La Seconde. And so it's a secondhand Yumiko, but it is really, really pretty. And again, you can't really go wrong with a zip up black long sleeve because it goes with everything and it just looks very smart in my opinion. Ballet Rosa, another Ballet Rosa one. This one again was from Just Ballet UK and it's really, really pretty. I keep this one again for performances because you can pair this with a black skirt or a black tutu and it looks quite showy. I think the lace at the top just really dresses it up, which is really, really nice and pretty. I'm running out of space here. Another Ballet Rosa leotard potentially? Is this Ballet Rosa? I didn't realise how many Ballet Rosa I had actually. This is another Ballet Rosa leotard. I really like this one. Again, the shoulder line though, I don't know if it's exactly perfect on me, but I love the colour. The kind of neckline, really, really appreciate that as well. I reckon I will wear this at some point, but yeah, sometimes I don't like the shoulder line on me a lot. We're getting there, peeps. We are getting there. Sorry guys, I had to check because I'm here on my own in my flat and I heard noises out there and it kind of freaked me out, but I'm back. I'm back now. This is another work pile one. Similar story to the other leotard. I got really hot on one rehearsal day and I grabbed the first camisole I saw in the pile because I don't have many, and I picked this up and I wore it because I was desperate. in need of something a bit cooler. Another Yumiko, and this is one that Reagan bought me for my birthday, for my 21st birthday, and I absolutely love it. It's totally my colour. I love the neckline, I love the sleeves, and yeah, it's definitely one of my favourite Yumikos that I've got. This one was for a performance that I did at school with a colleague from the company. We did concerto, and we did the orange couple in concerto. I can't remember if it was movement 2 or movement 3, but we did the orange couple, but I couldn't find an orange one of these because they wear something similar to this, so I got a blue one instead. Another Delalo Milano leotard. Last January they released 3 new collections and they told me to pick one from each collection. I think this was their golden label collection potentially. It is absolutely stunning. I have a matching skirt to go with it too, and I really should wear this one more. I just haven't recently. I think it's a very, again, quite a bright colour, so have to be feeling quite bright for wearing one of those. I really feel like, you know, with leotards, it's like an expression of how you're feeling on the inside. You express it on the outside, and that's why with some of the leotards, expressing almost how you feel, it's a bit of individuality, and I love that. So hence why I have so many different ones, because I have lots of different emotions. This one was a very plain leotard. I wore this a lot in my first year, like the plainest you can get. It's completely neutral. Made all the lines really clean. One of the only camisoles I really wore a lot was this one from Basilica. It just helped me when I was training myself to see all my lines so clearly, and that was really helpful. A black leotard from Delalo, because you can tell, because remember, Delalos always have the little flower. That's the black leotard, and normally what they provided for over the top, which is really clever because you can put it over the top of any leotard. For me, it only really works with black ones. I didn't really have many others that it will work with. But is this lovely little top, and you put that over the leotard. This can go with like any plain black leotard. Obviously I have the Delalo one, and it works. It makes it look very elegant. I wore it the other day and they're like, oh, I love your leotard. And I was like, well, actually it's just a plain black leotard. I've just put this little top over it. This one is a leotard from Basilica. I wore this for some audition tapes. So it does have some memories of some auditions, which sometimes I like to keep in the leotard drawer and not bring out. But I actually wore this for the first time in a really long time the other day. I wanted to wear some of my old leotards. I'm getting rid of some because I want to buy some more, but I'm like, I have too many. So I was like, you can only buy more if you get rid of some. So I'm trying to like work through my leotards and figure out which ones I want to get rid of. Hence also why doing this video, because I'm like, I need to know which ones needs a new home. I don't think I'm ready to give this a new home just yet, but I might be considering it. Another one from the work pile. It's a bit similar to the other one. Same kind of vibes, same kind of colour. I've established that I very much like the lacy long sleeve vibes. This one was another one from Ali. I haven't worn it much, so maybe I'll pop this one up on Depop at some point. Again, comment down below if you'd be interested, but it's a ribbed, kind of ribbed mesh. I don't know if you can see very well. It might not come up very well on camera. It feels really nice and soft. But maybe I should wear it with the Delalo top. Might actually try that sometime because I've also got a ribbed skirt, so it might go really well partnering those two together. Another Christmassy leotard, again from my lovely friend Ali. It's got little nutcrackers on it and fairies and Rat King, and yeah, I want to wear all my Christmas leotards this year, but I wasn't dancing in the Nutcracker because I was having surgery. So sometimes your Christmas dreams don't come true, but it's okay. There's always another Christmas around the corner. Another one that I have up on Depop is this leotard. I can't actually remember where I got this from, but it's very pretty. I just personally don't find the neckline the most flattering for me. It's got a really nice leg line as well, which I really like. If you would like this leotard, head to my Depop. Oh, this is this other leopard skin leotard that I had from Grishko, and this one I wore a lot more. I really like it. I actually would wear it again. It's blue. It's the blue. Okay, I love the blue. It's my favourite colour. And the neckline on this one is really, really pretty. My last Delalo I've got here actually is this one again, that store that I found in Tunbridge Wells. I got 2 leotards. It was the purple one and this short sleeve one, which again, a bit rogue for me to go short sleeve, but I absolutely loved this design. Again, this colour isn't normally something I like, but there's just something that made me feel like a princess in this leotard, so I did get it and I have not regretted it. When I went to Hamburg, I got the Intermezzo leotard, but I also got this one from Grishko because we were doing a ballet called Luna and it was all about the sea. And so I got a leotard that kind of looked like the ocean. I didn't really want to wear it for classical class. I really wanted to wear it for just the contemporary sessions, but then I never really had time to get changed in between my classical bits and my contemporary, so plan didn't really work. But I will be wearing this again, especially if we have contemporary workshops or anything like that. I feel like this is such a vibe. This is the other Yumiko I keep telling you about, and it was with the velvet mesh, so it's kind of purpley blue, navy blue, with purpley mesh, sorry, with, what do they call this fabric? I can't think of what this fabric is called. My brain is going. I've been doing this for almost an hour. I don't know how I've rabbled on about leotards for an hour, but I have. What is it called? Why can't I think about what this material is called? That is really annoying me. I've literally been saying it in the vlog or in the video, and I can't remember. I need to have my dinner because my brain, there is serious brain fog going on here. Whatever this material is called, it's nice and stretchy, and it's quite nice. It's quite thick. So I haven't worn it a lot. As we've established, it can get quite hot in the building, so I don't often wear things that are too hot. This one is a very well-loved leotard. I think it was a Depop purchase for me, and I absolutely love it. It did fade a bit in the wash, and because I hand wash all my leotards, I hung them up on my towel rail, and I kept on getting these like marks on the leotard, and I couldn't figure out why. It was like orangey marks, and I kept thinking I was spilling on my like lunch over it or something every day. But I would go to wash it and there would be no marks, and after I washed it there would be all these orange rusty marks, and I realised that the towel rack was a little rusty and it kept coming off on the leotard. So I was trying to hand wash it to protect it, and in the end I actually just ruined it. But anyhow, I still love this Yumiko. The neckline, it's a Sofiane neckline, and it will be getting worn again. I have another one from Basilica, and it's another kind of very neutral colour. I think at this point they had figured out that I really like the neutral colours, and this one was a staple for a long time. Another one from Basilica Dancewear here. They got me this one during a Nutcracker run, and it was like snowflake vibes. It's good to have a few camisoles because I don't have a lot left because I don't really wear them that much, but it's good for when it does get hot in the studios vibes. And again, as I said, I do love a good white leotard, so this one works well for me. There's a couple more leotards here from Sonnet Dance, and this was my first one from them actually. I got it of the summer, my first like kind of injured summer, to be honest, hopefully my only injured summer. But I remember when I finally got back in the studios and I got to wear it, and I absolutely loved it. It was my absolute favourite for a long time. It was kind of like a treat to get back to the studios after a bit of an injury layoff. One that I got from them before Swan Lake, which was really appropriate because we were like rehearsing Swan Lake and this was their Swan Lake leotard, was this beautiful white mesh one. Now, the only problem with this one, like I've said with a few others, is that sometimes it can just come a little bit low, so I don't always feel confident wearing it, but it is so stunning. Like, how beautiful is that? It's so pretty with the mesh and the kind of like fluttery, wishy-washy, feathery, painty design. I love this leotard. I just wish it didn't come down quite so low. To finish us off, I said that I went through all my Delalos, but I've actually got one more here. I feel like now I might have got it in a different colour because I don't know if the colour is my colour per se, but I absolutely love the leotard. It is such a beautiful design. Delalos are just a special breed of leotard. I'm just going to say that first and foremost. I feel like they are definitely my favourite brand at the moment. We got through them, guys. I don't know how we did, but we did. We managed to get to the end of that huge leotard collection. I feel very blessed and grateful because I always remember when I was a young dancer that we struggled to even afford a leotard for me to wear to a dance class, and now I've been blessed with this huge collection. Thinking back to that time, it humbles you and reminds you to be grateful for where you are right now, and even if things in life, like for me right now, being injured is not necessarily the top of my list of what I'd like to be doing at the moment, but it's a really good reminder to be grateful for what we do have and for what God has blessed me with. And I feel like if I looked back, like my 10-year-old self could see me now, I think she would literally cry. So even though some things in my life aren't going quite as well as I'd like them to, I have so many things to be thankful for, and this is certainly one of them. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to click the subscribe button, check out my Depop store, and also check out my 4-week flexibility course, which I wear some of these leotards in, so you can see the leotards in action. I really hope that you guys are having a great week. I'll see you very soon. Make sure to dream big and make it happen.